and Mike Salk.
All right, hello. Good morning, everybody. Brock and Salk Show, Seattle Sports here on 710, seattlesports.com, Seattle Sports app, podcast platforms, all of them out there, whichever one you prefer. You can find us there. Let's, mostly Apple, but there's others, right? I mean, there's other podcast platforms. Maybe you got one of those Android phones. I don't know what you have. I'm not there. I'm not with you. Not at your house. I'm not in your life. I'm just here in the studio. You can listen on 97.3 HD2 if you like crystal clear, high-definition radio, or if you like watching the show, YouTube's a good option for that as well. What should we talk about today? Anything on your mind? Anything in particular that you're thinking about? Anything on your mind? Anyone? Cal?
Cal.
Oh, Cal. Oh, Cal Raleigh's on your mind. How come, Maura? Why would you be thinking about Cal Raleigh this morning? That's the number one thing on your mind? Really? Is it because, I don't know, he keeps hitting bombs?
So Cal back in the box, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swung on and blasted. Right field. History on its way. It is gone. Cal Raleigh. Crown him. Number 55 for Cal. Already the all-time single-season home run catcher king, and now the most ever in a single season for a switch hitter. He surpasses Mickey Mantle. The legendary march through history for Cal Raleigh in a season we will never, ever forget.
Saying those words out loud, he passes Mickey Mantle, is pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know how you handle that if you're Cal when you hear that. You've passed Mickey Mantle. What? What do you mean I've passed Mickey Mantle? Nobody passes Mickey. What do you mean, Mickey Mantle? I have more home runs as switch hitter than Mickey Mantle? Okay. What should I do next?
Blasted, center field, and it disappears! He has homered on back-to-back pitches seen tonight! It may never stop the year of Cal Raleigh. He has now tied Ken Griffey Jr. for the most home runs by a Mariner in a season.
That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. You put your name with those two, Mickey Mantle and Ken Griffey Jr., are you kidding me? Here's the thing. Those guys are both outfielders. For all the conversations we've had this year about why Cal deserves the MVP over Aaron Judge because of what he does as a catcher and the beating he takes and the amount of time and energy he has to put into, finding managing a pitching staff and going through the scouting reports and leading the team, all of that stuff. The two guys he passes, the passes and catches yesterday, Mickey Mantle and Ken Griffey Jr., two of the best players in the history of the game. Two of the 10 best players? 5 best players? 3 best? I mean, I don't know what list you would have to make of the best players in baseball history. I don't know how long you would have to go before you get to both Mickey Mantle and Ken Griffey Jr., but it can't be much more than 10, right? And could be significantly shorter than that. So you put yourself in that same category in this one way with home runs, and it's just a season record. It's not a career deal. Those things make those players legendary forever and ever. They did it for many, many years, and Cal still has a lot of career left to go. But when you do all that as a catcher, it's unbelievable. It's insane. It's incredibly cool. It's and the personality with which he deals with it. He's just so humble. He's just so aw shucks, and it's so real. It is so authentic. That is who he is. It hasn't changed from the day we first met him here in Seattle. So a really cool night for Cal Raleigh. Yeah, that's a good text from the 206. He's passing the best of the best, not just the ordinary Hall of Famers. That's right. That's a great way of describing it. The best of the best. Not just the ordinary. I mean, there's lots of guys in the Hall of Fame. If there was an elite wing of the Hall of Fame, Junior, Mickey Mantle, they'd be in the elite wing of the Hall of Fame. Elite wing. The elite of the elite. The absolute best of the best. Top Gun. they'd be on the plaque. Like, they're that good. And Cal, at least for this year, right there with them. Unbelievable. Maybe I should put out a poll. I'm a little curious about this. Maura and I were sort of discussing need to know beforehand, and it does. Which is more important to you yesterday? Lyle, I'll start with you, and then Maura, and then I could ask everybody out there, and I'll see if I can do a little Twitter poll if I got time during the break here. Which is more important to you yesterday? Cal hitting 55 and 56, or the Mariners winning 10 straight?
Winning, and Cal's going to tell you the same thing.
I know Cal's going to say that. I'm curious what the whole audience thinks that. Could you afford like one loss in there? Like, is the loss like, yeah, all right, you got one loss. Cal hit 55 and 56, and you move on. Does anybody out there think that? I don't. I'm with you 100%. For me, it's the win. But it's interesting that Cal is more of a big story because what he does is so, historic that it ends up kind of in some ways surpassing the 10 straight wins as the story of the day. But it really, in a lot of ways, it shouldn't. The fact that the Mariners just won 10 straight games, unbelievable. Who had the list of 10 straight, of like the longest winning streaks in Mariners history yesterday? I think it was Luke Arkins. And I was just looking through it, and I was like, man, every time the Mariners have had a winning streak of 10-plus games, they've made the playoffs, and it's been one of the great seasons of their history. It is amazing when you win 10 straight. The margins are so small in baseball, right? Between making the playoffs, not making the playoffs, getting a wild card, winning the division. Winning 10 games in a row in a 10-game stretch, right? Where, let's say normally you'd win 6. Good team, right, is going to be a 600 team, would be a really good team. So that's an additional 4 wins right there that you just pick up in a 10-game stretch. That 4 wins is the difference between 84 and 88, 88 and 92, 92 and 96. Like, those are huge differences in terms of how many wins you finish with in a season. So I obviously I think the winning thing is an even bigger deal than what Cal did, because you're looking at a team that as of this morning is in first place in the West, is just 2 games behind Detroit for the 2nd seed, which gives you a bye in the first round, that wouldn't even play Houston. If the playoffs were to start today, who they play? Boston. How crazy is that? They played Boston if it started today, because Boston's in the 3rd wild card. Yankees would play Houston. And then Boston slipped down below that, and then Cleveland is the closest chaser. Texas has pretty well taken themselves out of it. That's crazy, right? Like a couple days ago, certainly 10 days ago, we're sitting here talking about the wild card and the 3rd wild card and don't fall out of it, and Texas there. I'm not saying they couldn't fall out of it. I mean, they could go ahead. They could lose 10 straight, right? I mean, like, we've seen this team do all manner of crazy things this year. But that would be pretty surprising, right? I mean, this looks like a playoff team. And it looks like the team that we felt like, or certainly I felt like, they assembled once they got to the trade deadline. The team that we saw leave spring training versus the team that we saw after the trade deadline, night and day difference. And we know all the differences. Obviously, Josh Naylor, huge part of that. Obviously, Julio hitting like, we know he's capable of here in the second half, and since the trade deadline, huge part of it. Obviously, the Cal Raleigh that we've come to know this year versus the guy we'd seen in previous seasons, huge part of that. Obviously, Jorge Polanco turning back the clock and erasing the misery of last season, huge part of that. Obviously, Dom Canzone making a star turn and going from the guy that we'd seen, who I thought was a 4A player at best, to being a certified big leaguer this year who can really hit the ball. Huge part of that. I mean, like, add all those things up. Completely different baseball team. And then, add back in Randy Arozarena, who continues to just be Randy Arozarena, and the pitching, and it's a good baseball team. I'm not surprised that they're in first place. Said as soon as the trade deadline happened, I think this team wins the West. I still think it today. I know Houston's only a half game back, but you're going to, finish up here with Kansas City, 2 more games, go to Houston, and then come back for the last homestand. I'm not guaranteeing you that they're going to win the division. That's silly. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, you better not, because people
I'm not gonna
don't like you making
I'm
those
not.
kind of
I would
predictions.
never do that type of thing. But I said it the day of the. What do I think is going to happen? I think they're going to win the West. And by the way, I'm not predicting either. I don't think they're going to catch Detroit, but I don't think they're not. I've told you I've never been that impressed with Detroit, and they're going to have to play a couple more here against Cleveland, who I don't think is bad. I know Passan disagrees. You can hear more of that in a few minutes. And they got Boston at the end of the year, who may absolutely be fighting for something, whether it's to stay in the playoffs or to move up a spot for home field. So, yeah, I think they're very capable of picking up that second seed and passing Detroit. They have the best lineup and maybe the best pitching staff in the American League. Guys, you could make a legit argument that right now the Mariners are the best team in the American League. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to do. And then you got Cal in the middle of all of it. You want to hear some more Cal home runs? We'll do it. Coming back next on Brock and Salk.
Hawks Live. Presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Live from Bellevue Square's center court. Come on by and join hosts Michael Bumpus and Paul Moyer and a different Seahawks player every week.
This should be fun.
Hawks Live. Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Exclusively on the home of the Seahawks. Seattle Sports on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
How can you free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business. Smart business buying tools enable buyers to find and purchase items fast so they can focus on strategy and growth. Free up your team and focus on your future. Learn more at AmazonBusiness.com.
Let's go! You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ooma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Rain is coming. Is your roof ready? The rainy season is approaching fast, Seattle, and 3Tree Roofing has your roof replacement covered. Get $500 off by scheduling your free estimate at 3treeroofing.com. Their professional installers guarantee a seamless replacement this rainy season. 3Tree Roofing, your Puget Sound roofing experts.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds. With that kind of money, you could go big time on a fancy water bottle with ultra titanium alloy metal. You're not sure why you need all that. I mean, it just holds water. But you're getting it anyway, because if you're hiking near an active volcano and you accidentally drop the bottle into molten lava, your water will still be icy cold. Switch to Progressive and you could save big time for water bottles. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with Cherry Berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
What is that sound? Ugh, that sounds like a plumbing sound. Luckily, there's a company that fixes all the plumbing sounds across Puget Sound. That's All Sound Plumbing. Puget Sound's plumbing experts. Have a sound? Visit allsoundplumbing.com.
Whoa! Jason Kelsey just found out that NFL Sunday Ticket now lets you subscribe month to month.
Yeah!
He just realized you can join and cancel anytime.
Ha-ha! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now he just found $1 in the sofa.
Yeah!
And he just saw a great parking spot open up. Look, just because Jason's easily excited doesn't make NFL Sunday Ticket month to month any less great. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel anytime. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season. Cancel anytime. Terms and embargoes apply. No refunds. Commercial use excluded.
Coach Saban here. On the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Bear Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Bear Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
Temperatures are dropping, but you don't have to settle for a chilly home this winter. Keep cozy and safe with energy-saving products during Washington Energy's home heating sale on now. Upgrading your home is as easy as $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 off. Take $1,000 off furnaces, fireplaces, and water heaters, $2,000 off high-efficiency heat pump systems, and $3,000 off whole home generators and ductless mini splits, plus free financing. Washington Energy Services, your expert resource for affordable home comfort. Call for a free estimate.
Got neighbors? Big Trees can help. This is Nancy Penrose, owner of Big Trees in Snohomish. If you've been considering planting trees to add privacy, look no further than Big Trees. Privacy trees fill in empty spaces, help to define property lines, and add curb appeal. Learn more about Big Trees' big supply of privacy trees at bigtreesupply.com.
Beauty, privacy,
When you own a business, it feels like everything's on you. Orders, deliveries, employees, on you. That's why Comcast Business is giving you a year of mobile on us with your internet service. Really? Yep. We'll cover your first line of mobile for 1 year. So calling customers, getting directions, texting Janine and shipping, on us. The broken coffee maker? That one's still on you, which means you'll save hundreds for your business and get the fastest mobile service with 5G cellular and Wi-Fi hotspots on us. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Get a mobile plan and free up the budget to maybe, I don't know, fix that coffee maker? Get mobile on us for 1 year, you guessed it, on us. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 10/21/25. Restrictions apply. New mobile customers only with internet standard service or above. Limited to value of 1 unlimited intra-line applied via 12 monthly internet bill credits. 1 discount per account. Fastest mobile based on mobile Wi-Fi and cellular data and service series. Ookla Speed Test Intelligence Q1 to Q2 2025.
Need to know.
15 minutes past every hour with Brock and Salk.
Here's what you need to know. Up first.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I just sneezed. I'm not ready for Need to Know. I just sneezed seconds before we went on the air. What's going on here this morning? Tell you what, let's start off with Cal Raleigh. He's more important than my sneeze and anything else. He is just on fire the whole year long. And yesterday, he set the single season record for home runs by a switch hitter.
Fly ball, right field, foul pole. It is fair and gone. Number 55, Cal Raleigh. Move over, Mick. Cal Raleigh is the new switch-hitting home run king. A player and a season baseball has never seen before.
Yeah, 55 home runs in a season. By itself, a remarkable number. Add in the switch hitting element. Makes it even more incredible. Add in that he's a catcher, and he did it right in front of Salvi Perez. That was a cool bonus. What was the deal? They were honoring Salvi last night for 300 home runs, right? And so why were the Mariners were also wearing a 21 patch? I thought that was cool. I don't think I've ever really seen that happen before. And I loved Cal's chest protector honoring Salvi. I thought that whole thing was awesome. And maybe it just did something for the karma out there. I don't know, because he was not done after hitting the first one, because an inning later, he decided to tie Junior.
Here's the first pitch. Swung on, hit well, center field. It's going back at the warning track, at the wall. He has done it! Home run, Cal Raleigh. He has tied Ken Griffey Jr. for the most in Seattle Mariners history. Number 56 for Cal Raleigh. An amazing, historic, incredible season. And he has tied one of the greatest of all time in Ken Griffey Jr.
That is a heady stuff, man, to be put on a pedestal with those names. Mickey Mantle, Ken Griffey Jr. He spoke to the guys on MLB Network afterwards, and I think he was having some difficulty putting his name there.
No, not really. I mean, I feel like my name shouldn't be in the same sentence with those guys. You know, Mickey Mantle and Ken Griffey Jr. I don't really have words for it. I don't really know what to say. I'm sure one day it'll kind of set in, but for now, just keep it going. So.
Yeah, and in the middle of it, he's just so focused on the playoff race. But I'll play you more Cal sound over the course of the morning. He really just handles this stuff so perfectly, and just amazing to see what he did last night.
Here's the second thing you need to know.
Meanwhile, let's make it 10 straight wins for the Mariners. They took the suspense out of this one very early as they went to work on Michael Wacha.
Here's the stretch and the 1-2, swinging a well-hit ball deep to right field. Caglione going back, looking up. Did he get it? Yes, he does.
All right, that one was later. That was actually in the 9th inning, but whatever. It was the 3rd home run of the day for Dom Canzone. He did have one of them off of Wacha. Cal goes yard twice, as you know. Naylor, Polanco, Robles, all with big hits. Before you know it, they drop 7 before the end of the 3rd inning. They go on to score 12 overall. That is what this offense is capable of when everything just kind of comes together at once. It goes out and just demolishes the opposing pitcher, and they did it early, which Cal thought was important.
Yeah, it was huge. Big time, start to the game. We took advantage of a hit by pitch. Got a few doubles there. Kind of punched him in the mouth first, which is what you need to do on the road, especially against tough teams like this. So, and we were able to string obviously some hits and some homers together today, which was huge. Doing a good job with runners in scoring position, and obviously Dom with a huge day, and Logan giving us a good quality start was huge.
All right. Oh, the 21 was for Roberto Clemente. I came to the game like 2 innings late as I came in the 2nd inning. And I was like, why they're all wearing 21 and they're honoring Salvi for this and that? The best I could figure out is that it had something to do with Salvi Perez. It was Roberto Clemente Day. Now it all comes together. Thank you to the hundreds of people who just texted in to call me an idiot. I didn't realize that. That's awesome. Okay, that makes a whole lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. All right, let's see what else happened yesterday. The Astros win, despite finding out they're going to be without Yordan Alvarez for the rest of the regular season. They remain half a game behind Seattle. Texas falls to now 4.5, really 5.5 back of Seattle with 11 to play. Maybe more importantly, though, the Tigers lose an extra innings to the Guardians. So the Mariners are just 2 games back in the hunt for the first round bye. They do hold the head-to-head tiebreaker with Detroit as well. And then, let's throw this one in here just for fun. Congrats to Colt Emerson, the top prospect in the team's system, makes his AAA debut yesterday. And guess what he did? Hey, led off with a 3-run home run. Well, not leading off, but his first at bat. Seems increasingly likely he's going to be in the big leagues next season.
Here's the third thing you need to know.
We'll find out a little later today just how banged up the Seahawks really are and who bore the brunt of it. Here's a little clue, though, per the NFL transaction wire. They did have 4 players in for official tryouts. Biggest name, outside linebacker Shaq Lawson, but also a safety, Derek Forrest, cornerback A.J. Woods, tackle Chandler Brewer. So that linebacker thing, guy on the edge, makes me think a little bit about whether Derek Hall's truly okay. Maybe Chenna had an issue. I don't know. So that will be something to watch for today. Big win for the Storm last night. They end Vegas' 17-game win streak with a 3-point victory. That series now tied 1-1. Deciding Game 3 will be tomorrow night. All right, that's everything you need to know. 1/4 every hour here on the Brock and Salk Show. All right, it was Roberto Clemente Day on Monday. The M's were off, so they honored him yesterday. Okay, now I get it. All right, awesome. Thank you. Thank you to everybody for helping me out. I did not realize that, and I was confused, and I tried to look it up, but didn't quite understand it because it didn't dawn on me. So, all right, there you go. If Passon had been here today, he'd be crushing me for this. But we had a pretty good chat yesterday. He said some things about these Mariners, about Cal Raleigh, about the future that I think you'll want to hear. Stick around. It's next.
The one and only Mark Schlereth. Every Monday at 4 during the NFL season with Wyman and Bob.
They did it in a fairly dominant fashion out there in Pittsburgh. How surprising is that to you?
You saw some growth, right? You saw some, a little bit better offense, a little bit better, both combination of running the ball and tying your play action in together on that stuff. So those things to me were good.
Get every can't miss conversation on Seattle sports on YouTube and the Seattle Sports app.
All right, luxury waits at the new Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel. Really, the hotel is spectacular. It just opened last month, and it is beautiful. Had a chance to get over there. The rooms are tremendous. Love the new sports bar. It's cool. Indoor, outdoor. You can kind of sit either place. And then they got tons of TVs, great food, huge, cool view of the whole valley. I think you'll love it. Pool areas, similar indoor-outdoor deal, and the spa's great. The expanded non-smoking gaming floor, like you name it, it's got it. It's tremendous. Go to snocasino.com, Seattle's closest. Now Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
With football season comes colder weather, so if you need new windows and doors, don't drop the ball. Steve Rabel here with Keith Dashafee from locally owned Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington. So Keith, what's your next big play?
Well, Steve, right now get 40% off qualifying installs or no payments and no interest for 12 months on approved credit.
Schedule a free consultation with Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington. Go to PellaPNW.com. That's PellaPNW.com.
If you've been in a wreck or a fender bender,
you have the right to take your vehicle to any repair facility, not just where your insurance company tells you to go. Accurate Auto Body has been family owned and operated since 1994, and they work for you, not your insurance company. With over 25 years of auto repair work, they'll exceed your expectations.
we meet by accident, fixing every last bit. Accurate Auto Body.
At Accurate Auto Body, all their work is performed by certified technicians, only using OEM parts to guarantee the safety of you and your family. For the best in auto body collision repair and customer service, give them a call at 425-883-2450 or AccurateAutoBodyWA.com. Your insurance company may not love them, but you will, because
we meet by accident, fixing every last bit. Accurate Auto Body.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
The best mornings
In the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started on the right foot.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Good mornings make for better days.
I pull my blue jeans on. I pull my old blue jeans on.
Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Toyota of Kirkland's service department has you covered as the summer winds down and the fall approaches. At Toyota of Kirkland, be confident in your brakes with the complimentary brake inspection. Get winter ready with a free battery health check, wiper blade installation, and multi-point inspection. Thinking of trading in? Get a complimentary vehicle appraisal. Stay ahead with the maintenance service plan at $374 plus tax. And yes, they match coupons from other local Toyota dealers. Visit toyotaofkirkland.com to schedule your service today. Drive safe, drive smart with Toyota of Kirkland.
O'Brien.
When it comes to the security of your business, doubts can creep in about who you're trusting to protect it. Are they a reliable service? How will I know if something happens? Are they keeping everyone safe? At Bay Alarm, we got you. For nearly 80 years, we've been putting our customers' minds at ease with our advanced technology and personalized support. Feeling insecure about your current security service? Visit bayalarm.com today to talk to a local security expert.
Toyota of Renton is in the playoff chase with game-winning deals on your next ride. Score a 36-month lease on the Tacoma at $279 a month with $39.99 due at signing. The RAV4 leasing at $299 a month with $39.99 due at signing. Drive smarter with the all-hybrid Camry leasing as low as $299 a month or the Corolla from just $219. Whether you're gearing up for the fall or chasing savings, Toyota of Renton is the place to go. Visit toyotaofrenton.com and get in the playoff chase today. Offers valid through September 30th, 2025. Excludes tax, title, license, dealer, accessories, and $200 negotiable documentation fee. Model 7540-4432-2559-1852.
O'Brien.
Cal has hit more home runs than any catcher in the history of the game of baseball.
The Mariners are in the hunt for October, and now's the time to pack the park and bring the energy.
The look in by Brash, the pale pitch on the way, and it's strike three called. He got him looking.
We're electric. I feel like the fans can feel that, and we're just going to keep this going.
absolute tracer from Julio. He has homered in back-to-back at-bats.
Keep bringing the energy. We really need it. Let's go.